You know, I used to think visibility was a complete mystery. I just could not work out why some businesses and some women's profile was growing and it just seemed to be taking off magically of its own accord. And other businesses and other women's profiles were just staying small and just could not seem to progress. And it wasn't until I did visibility block clearing and actually, first of all, could prioritize visibility, could make it a priority in my business, that I came to understand what was going on. And it was simply that my blocks were stopping me from even putting in the necessary time and effort and focus into really getting word out about my business into the world. And so it wasn't a mystery why my business wasn't growing at the same level as some other people's businesses were growing. It was because they were putting their focus and their attentions and their efforts into the things that would help their businesses to be seen in the world, that would connect them with more people who could benefit from their work. And I was doing a little bit of that, but I was also spending a lot of time in the back end. I was perfecting my courses and my approach, and that's great, and that was necessary, and that was absolutely essential. And now I have incredible program, which is absolutely transformational because I have put so much time into making sure that it is. And what I didn't do a lot of, particularly in those first few years of my business, was balance that work, that kind of back-end work where I was sort of turned away from the world, looking at how can we make this better? How can we support our community even more? How can we nurture who's already there? I wasn't balancing that with how can we let more people know about the business? How can we let more people know about our work? And it's this both sides of the equation that must be attended to. It's nurturing the community. It's improving the systems that are in your business. It's really making sure that the experience that people have when they're in your organization, they're working with you, they're receiving the services that you offer, or they're learning from the programs you have, that they're having an incredible time. And you also have a system for bringing in more people and more people and more people so that more people know about you, because your business is not sustainable, will not be sustainable if you only connect with the people who already know about you. If I could go back in a time machine, I would go back about 8 years to a younger version of me, 8 years younger than I am now, and tell her this advice. I would give her this information and I would say, make sure you're balanced. And I know what she would have said. She would have said, yeah, and then continued working on the nurturing the community that was already there for her. And that is because I would need to give her a second piece of advice, which is now do this block clearing work. Because until you clear the blocks to being seen and heard in the world, and to having your work, which feels so personal for you, out there in the world, being seen by thousands and tens and hundreds of thousands of people, you will never do the balance. You will never attend to both sides of the equation. You will always stay very heavy on one side. So first clear the blocks, then you will notice behavioral change. You will start to put more focus on bringing people in, as much focus on bringing people in as you do on supporting people. There are absolutely businesses out there that just focus on bringing people in, and then once they get in, then people aren't having a great experience. But the majority of people who are attracted to the School of Visibility are doing a lot of the other. They're really attending to the people who are already in their community. They're providing incredible value and support to those people, but they're forgetting to go out and let more people know about you. So if that sounds like you, the whole School of Visibility experience when you come and enroll with us is about getting that balance right. It's about clearing the blocks that stop you from focusing on visibility, that keep you telling a story, which is, I'll do visibility later, I'll attend to visibility later. Keep thinking, I've just got to get to somewhere before I attend to visibility. But it's the visibility work that will get you to that somewhere. So if you've had that story, you need to flip it in order to stop yourself from getting so frustrated and staying stuck. The School of Visibility is currently open for enrollment. If you would like to join us, click on the link below.